So hi team, good morning everyone. See team, the last session we completed conditional control structures, branching control structures, and iteration control structures we completed. So the last program, what we discussed here, I want to display department details. I want to display department details. In this scenario, I declare on variable DEPT percent row type I declare, and CNT number of 4 I take on counter variable, then begin. Okay. Now I remove the CNTs, guys. This is not required. Suppose I remove the CNT also. Right, guys. See, guys, here, here I write down select star into D. Select star into D from DEPT I write down. Means from department table, all records. Department table, basically we have 5 records are there. The 5 records it will copied into D. But here, once you execute this program, guys, you will get one error message. Because D is the one of the variable, guys, but that variable is row type variable. Okay. So row type variable means that variable can hold only one value at a time, not more than one value. The variable can hold only one value at a time. See, guys. This is example, guys. Right, guys. This is okay. Right, guys. Here we got error. Exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. We got one error because D is the another variable. That variable can hold one record at a time. One record only, not more than one record. Okay, guys. Here you will get some error message. So in this scenario, what we can do? We try to use captures. Means from the department table, not only department table, guys, any table, if you want to display records one by one using PLSQL block, then you should be use this rotate. Okay, cursors you should be used. What's the meaning of cursor, guys? Cursor means it is one of the private context area. Private context area, and it creates a temporary buffer. temporary buffer, and it holds transactional data. So what is the meaning of cursor? Cursor is one of the temporary buffer. Cursor is one of the temporary buffer. The buffer can hold the buffer can the table query self start from EMP. Right now I want to display department details. So self start from DEPT. That is a transaction data. Okay, guys. So that cursor transaction data means which query you want to display first to that query output, you should be placed in temporary buffer. You should be placed in temporary buffer. That is. So it creates a temporary buffer and it holds transactional data. Next one, cursors are created based on select statement output. Cursors are created based on select statement output. That is. So cursor created based on select statement output. What is select statement output? You write what select statement you write, that statement output can hold by cursor. Basically, cursors are created based on the select statement output. Here you can provide any type of select statement you can provide, guys. Here you can provide any select statement you can provide. That statement is either is like having order in a skill. What are the select statements we are discussed? Any statement here you can place, no issue. Okay, right. Next one, cursors. Cursor, cursors are anonymous flow programs. We know anonymous flow programs are not stored in database. If you want to store, you can save. Otherwise, the program not automatically saved. Next one, in PLSQL block, whenever select statement returns more than one record, then to use cursors. In PLSQL block, whenever select statement returns more than one record, then cursors. Anytime in PLS block, the statement runs more than one record, guys, then we can use cursors. We can use. Right. Next one. Types of cursors. Types of cursors. Cursors are two types. One is static cursors. Second one is dynamic cursors. One is static cursors. The second one is dynamic cursors. What about the static cursor? Now we are discussing this. of static cursor. To declare cursor in declaration part, the type of cursors are called as static cursors. To declare cursor in declaration part, that type of cursor is what you call static cursors. Static means fixed cursor. Static means fixed. Okay, right. Static cursors are again classified into two types. One is explicit cursor, implicit cursor. We have the two types of static cursors. One is explicit cursor, second one is implicit cursor. So first we discuss about explicit cursor. We discuss about explicit cursors. These cursors are defined by user explicitly. These cursors are defined by user explicitly. That is called static cursors. These cursors are defined by user. We are the users. Means we can write our cursor programs our own. That is called explicit cursors. Right. To write explicit cursor programs, to write explicit cursor programs, we must know cursor. To write, we must know the following things. We must know the following. Right. Right. To write explicit cursor programs, we must know the following. First one is cursor operations. We must know the cursor operations. What are the cursor operations? The first one is means if you want to write the cursor program, guys. So we try to know this, how to declare the cursor, how to fetching the data, how to close the cursor. These things we must know. Compulsory, guys. That is called cursor attributes and cursor operations. Yes, I'm reading. Right. First one is declaring cursor. First one is declaring cursor. In declaration part, we can declare the cursor. The syntax is something like cursor, cursor name, is, you can write select state. Cursor name is select statement. It is cursor name is a select statement. So you can read any select statement, guys. What the statement returns output? That output is copied into given cursor. Right. Next one is open cursor name. Open cursor name. Use it to open the cursor. Use to open the cursor. Memory is allocated after opened. Memory is allocated after opened. After opened, the memory is allocated. Right, guys. Memory is allocated after opened. The memory is allocated. Yes. Now, the syntax is open cursor. You don't. Next one. Fetch fetch cursor name into variables. PLSQL variables. Fetch cursor name into PLSQL variables. Means see guys, once you try to open this cursor, what happens first? First, what you declare the cursor name, the memory is allocated, your statement is executed, the total output is copied into given cursor. When this process is going on, open cursor name. Okay, na? Open cursor name. That is. Okay. So after executed this open cursor name is executed, then your cursor contains something data. I want to display the data. If you want to display, we are retrieving data from cursor. How to retrieving data from cursor? By using this one, fetch cursor name into PLSQL variables. Fetch cursor name into PLSQL variables, that is. Fetch cursor name into PLSQL variables. Right, guys. Now it fetches data from cursor into PLSQL variables. It fetches data from cursor into PLSQL variables. And fetch statement fetches one record at a time. Special fetches, one record at a time, guys, not more than one record. Means once you read a fetch statement, first record is fetching, the record is copied into variables. If you read another fetch statement, again second record is fetching and copied into this variables. Third record, fourth record, fifth record, and so on. Just like for me. This is right, guys. Next one is close cursor. Close cursor. It closes the cursor. Allocated memory will be deallocated. Means once you open the cursor, what happens? Memory is allocated. And the cursor contains something data. So after fetching the all records, whenever to close the cursor, then what happens? Your memory is destroyed. Your cursor is destroyed. This is called, it closes the cursor, allocated memory will be deallocated. These four are cursor operations. What are the cursor operations? Declaring cursor, opening cursor, fetching data, and close the cursor. This. Okay. Right. Next one is cursor attributes. Cursor attributes. It returns cursor attributes returns or status of the cursor. Returns the status of the cursor. That is. It returns the status of the cursor. Right. What the status of the cursor means? So I open the cursor right now I'm fetching the data. At the time of fetching the data, I want to check is it cursor is opened or not. Cursor fetches how many records? Is it cursor is closed or not? These things. So in this scenario, we can use cursor attributes, we can use. What is the syntax for cursor attributes? Cursor name, percentage, attribute. Cursor name, percentage, attribute. That is the syntax. Right. Example. Sorry. So first one, percentage font. Means before percentage, you should be write cursor name. Before percentage, you should be use cursor name. Okay. So personal phone means it returns true when cursor when cursor contains data. When the cursor contains data, it returns true. Okay. Second. What is the first one? Percentage is open. Percentage is open. It returns true when cursor contains data. Sorry, when cursor opened. It returns true when cursor opened successfully. It returns true when cursor opened successfully. Okay. When the cursor is opened, it returns true. Cursor is not opened, false. Personal phone. It returns true when the cursor contains data. Means at the time of fetching the data, I am checking is it cursor contains data or not. I am checking. Percentage not found. It returns true when cursor doesn't find any data. It returns true when cursor doesn't find any data. Okay. Next, percentage row count. Percentage row count. It returns number. Number of records. Number of records are fetched. Means personal count means after fetching the records, you try to display the count value. Means how many records are fetched to display. Then to use percentage row count to use. Okay, these are the cursor operations and the cursor attributes. Okay. Once we know these cursor attributes and cursor operations, then you can write cursor program very easy, guys. Okay. Right. Now one example program. Write a cursor program to display yes, Saurav, up to once cursors are completed, 40 to 50% of PLSP is completed. Remaining 50% we have. Okay. Approximately this month ending will be completed our total sessions. Okay. Saurav. So now write a cursor program to display. To display all employee names. All employee names I want to display. This is the your data. Just a minute. These are the 14 employee names we have, 13 employee names. We have the 13 employee names we have. I won't display all these employee names. I want to display, guys. How to display? See, declaration part. I declare one cursor, guys. Cursor name is my car or e car. E car means employee cursor. Is, what is the syntax? Cursor name is, you can write self-state. Is, so e name from emp I read. Okay. Cursor, e cursor. E select e name from emp. That is. So cursor, e cursor. E select e name from emp. So inside the select statement, how many columns we have? One column. Inside the cursor, we have one column we have, right? We can declare one variable. That is v name. Emp dot e name percentage type. Okay. Begin that. Begin. Open e cursor first. Here what happens, guys? Whenever the statement is executing in your program, first for e cursor, one temporary memory is allocated first. Okay. So here. So one temporary memory is allocated first of all. So what is the name? Name of this temporary memory? E underscore cursor. E underscore cursor. After that, first memory is allocated. After that, your select statement is executed. All employee names, select from select from emp means all employee names are placed into e cursor. So it contains Smith, Allen, Ford, Smith, Allen, Ford, and so on. So Miller. That is okay. Right, guys. This is. So this is, guys. Okay. So once this statement is executed, internally this process is gone. Okay, is going. After that, fetch check. I check it out. If e underscore cursor is open, then if it is cursor is open, then dbms underscore output dot put underscore cursor open successfully. Thank you. Okay. First statement is above statement. Is cursor is opened? Yes, if it is open, then this statement is conditions true. Output displays cursor opened successfully ending. When the cursor successfully opened, then what happens? We fetch the data. First employee I want to fetch. Smith I want to fetch. So select fetch cursor. What the cursor name? E underscore cursor into B underscore E. Means from the cursor. From this cursor, first name is fetching. That is copied into V. After that, we can display the data. Put underscore V. Okay. Right, guys. After that, fetch. I write down. Once you use another fetch, then what happens now? Control is fetching secondary. Third record. Just like pony, it is fetching, guys. It is fetching. Okay. Yeah. Now. Right now, how many fetch statements right? You write down one, two, three fetch statements. You write down. After that, close cursor name. Close e underscore cursor. Then end slash. So end slash means what happens, guys? Your close the cursor means your memory is destroyed. Means total this memory is destroyed, and it close the cursor. Right. Right, guys. Only each three employee names are displayed. Observe this, guys. First three employee names means remaining things are not displayed because we read a three fetch statements one. So to display remaining records also, then we write on fetch statements. For fetch statements, you should be right. Okay, if the table contains 20 records, 50 records, 100 records, 1000 records, then can you write that number of statements? Complicated. Performance also decreased. In this scenario, now, to work on this, observe this in the above program, only two statements are repeated. Which are repeated? Fetch DBMs. Fetch DBM. Return. So these two statements so be placed in looping control structures. Because these two statements I want to repeat. If you want to repeat any statements, then we try to use loop concepts. We have three types of loops are there: simple loop, while loop, for cursor. Okay. So first we discussed about the simple loop. Understand, guys? See, note. First three records one. So to display what are all records, then to use loops. First one is simple loop. First one is simple loop. So simple loop. See here. We know simple loop. Okay. So observe these two repeated, na? All right. Alright, guys. So loop and loops. So I remove this remaining statements are removed. This is the program. But see here. Okay, first cursor is open. Okay, yes, cursor is open successfully. Loop. First record is fetching displays. Loop again. Second record fetching display. Third record, fourth record, fifth record, sixth record, total all records. Okay, guys. After fetching the certain records, then still loop is going on because simple loop is an infinite loop. In this scenario, we take exit days. Exit when we want to exit. When we want to exit. Exit when? E underscore cursor percentage not found. Means inside the cursor when there is no data. Inside the cursor when there is no data. Then exit. Then exit. Okay. Observe this, guys. Now it displays total all employees are displayed. This is the using cursors. Okay. Now here in this program, simply right now we are just we are displaying only employee name only. You can display total all employee records also we can display. Okay. That is, guys. Okay. How it is? See. Write a cursor program to display all employee details. So declare EMP percentage row type. I declare one row type variable. Then I declare the cursor. Cursor EMP underscore cursor is select star from EMP. See, guys, in employee table, all records we are fetching. In employee table, all records we are fetching into EMP cursor. Okay. Then begin. Then open EMP cursor. If EMP underscore cursor percentage is open, then put underscore line cursor open successfully. This is a common step, guys, for every program. Sorry. Okay. Now loop. Fetch EMP cursor to E. See, guys, I am fetching the total all columns data. Na? That's why I declare row type query. Okay. Right. So once open EMP cursor is executed, your select statement total data is copied into EMP cursor. From the EMP cursor, it was the first record is copied into E. First record is copied into E. Then we write down exit when EMP underscore cursor percentage not one. Okay. But once the fetch statement is executed, the first record is copied into E. First record is copied into E, guys. Now we are displaying the first record. E dot employee number, E dot email, E dot job, E dot MGR, E dot hire date, E dot salary, E dot commission, E dot DPT. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then end. Then close your cursor. And slash. Enough, guys. This is enough. Declare spelling wrong. Observe this, guys. This is all records are displays, guys. Total all records are displays. This is the use of cursors. Okay, sir. Where you can exactly use these cursors? Okay, employee details are displayed by using this logic. But where we can use these cursors? See, guys. Example. Write a cursor program to increment all employee salaries based on the write a cursor program to increment all employee salaries based on the following conditions. To increment all employee salaries based on the following conditions. Right, guys. So if employee job is manager or analyst, then to increment 30%. The employee job is salesman or clerk. Then to increment 20% higher. For other jobs, no increment. This is the example, guys. If employee job is sales manager or analyst, then to increment 30% hike. If the employee job is salesman or clerk, then to increment 20%. For other jobs, no increment. That is, guys. So if you want to increase the salaries, Shivashankar, to display with table format, In table format means you can write some logics you ready to implement. Okay. Actually, in this PLSQL block, we are fetching the data for calculation purpose only. You are fetching data from for calculation purpose only. Okay, na? For logics only, we are fetching the data. Okay. So if you want to display with same employee table structure format, then to use LPAD, RPAD, you try to use. Then display some formatted output. Okay. LPAD, for this output, you can write LPAD, RPADs. You can apply. Then it displays some formatted output. It displays. At the time, remove this spaces are removed. Okay. C. Here write down, suppose LPAD, LPAD, RPAD, LPAD, website paddings, RPAD off. So, okay. So, okay, guys. Observe this. Okay. This is the format. By using this padding structure. Okay. Same like you can display heading also you can display. Okay, Shivshankar. Understand? No? Right, guys. Okay. So, the coming session will discuss about this program. Okay. You try to think that how to write this program. Okay. Fine. So, any doubts in the today's session, guys? Any doubts in the today's session? Okay. We'll continue next session, guys. Okay. Fine. Thank you.